Hello there, fourth and fifth graders. Mr. Willis here, and I want to take a moment to talk to you about email. We have decided to turn on email access for all of our fourth grade and fifth grade students at GCMS. We think this will be a great tool to help you stay in communication with your teachers and to help you just stay productive in everything that you're doing. So, first, let me give you a quick how to of just how to use our email system, and then I'm going to give you a couple important rules to remember. So, don't go anywhere just yet. First of all, a lot of you probably recognize this screen that I'm showing you up here. It's your basic Google screen, and your Gmail is now one of the apps that's going to appear in the waffle, which I know that you have all used before to get to things like Drive or Classroom. So you'll see there's Gmail right there. You might also notice that there is a link specially for Gmail kind of next to it here. Either one will get you there. Now, whenever you load up Gmail, the first thing you're going to see is your inbox. And you'll see over here on the left side, there's different things like my inbox. This would be emails that I choose to star if I want to remember them later. If I hit the little arrow, there's all kinds of other things like sent is mail that I have sent out, trash is things that I have deleted. But your inbox is definitely going to be the main place that you look. One thing I want you to notice in your inbox, you'll see that I have sent this sample email, two different emails. There's this first one, just a sample email from Mr. Willis, and this another one, another sample. Yeah, I know. Notice that this one is not bold. This one is. The ones that appear bold are ones that you have not opened yet. So it's kind of highlighting it there to show, hey, you haven't read this yet. You need to make sure you get that read because it's probably something important from one of your teachers. I'm going to click on this one that I had already looked at before. When you click on an email, you're going to see just the message, whatever the person wrote to you. This one, I'm just introducing myself. And then you have a couple different options. You can reply, which means that if you push this button, you get to write back a reply right to Mr. Willis. So I'll say, hi, thank you for emailing me. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead after I've finished typing that in. There's a couple different things I could do here. I have all these like attachments I could add at the end. And sometimes you may have to add, like sometimes you might have to hit the Google Drive button and go find maybe like a paper you've been working on or something like that you need to attach. Sometimes you may have a picture or something you're sending, whatever it may be. Using the Google Drive button here or the paperclip here are the two best ways to attach those files, okay? And if you need more help detail, try it in class. Let your teacher help you out attaching stuff. Maybe do a couple tests, and you'll be able to figure it out pretty easily, I think. Once you have that main stuff written in there, you can push the send button down here. That's the blue button, and that sends the message back. Now watch what happens when I click on the inbox. Do you see how that message I sent back is kind of included there? So this Gmail does something we call conversations, which means if you're sending emails back and forth with a particular teacher or another student, you'll see them all kind of linked together here in that one conversation. And that also means then if I were to click on this and then click on my trash button, that deletes the whole conversation. That deletes the message that I sent to this account and the message that it sent back to me. All right, so always be kind of careful with that. If you're needing to make a new message, let's say you don't have a message from your teacher here, but you need to compose a new message, you use the compose button right up here at the top. That's going to open up a box where when you go to type in this message, first thing you're going to do is say who you're going to send it to. So in this case, I'm going to send a message back to myself, to Mr. Willis. And so if I start typing in my name, Willis, you'll see that I pop up there. Okay, all the people in our email system, when you start typing in their name, they're just going to pop up and you can click on their name. Then you always want to give it a subject. So what is this about? I'm just checking in. Okay, but put a good subject line in there so the teacher knows what your message is about. So we're all staying on task. And then in this box down here, this is where you write your message. Okay, and you can fill in whatever message that you need there. Down at the bottom, you have these same buttons that we saw when we were looking at replying to a message, which is you can attach a file from your drive. You can attach a file also using the paperclip if you want to add it that way. And you have the send button when you're ready to send this email. And so that email just got sent off to me. And that's really, those are kind of the basics to get you started. I'll probably do some more videos in the future if you need to see more advanced features, but that should get you going with the process. Now, some important rules, and make sure that you hear these very clearly. Number one, this email is for GCMS school business only. This is not for you to plan a party with your friends or trade a bunch of jokes with someone. It is for school business only. If you are not able to use it for school business only, you may lose access to it. Number two, you are only able to email other students at GCMS or teachers at GCMS. If your parent or another family member has an email account, but it is not a GCMS email, you will not be able to email them. Any of those emails you would try to send out just won't go through. They will get blocked by our system, and that is to help keep you safe. Okay? Number three, all email communication is monitored. That means we're watching it. We have a system that archives. That means it reads and it saves every email that you send. So if you do something that goes against number one, writing an email that is not about school business, or anything else, calling someone names, using email for anything you are not supposed to use it, we will have a record of it. We will have that saved, and then we will be able to show that back to you and your parents that is in fact what you did. So don't do that stuff. Okay? Be smart with this. And number four, check it regularly. Try to check it just about every day. That's just going to be a good habit to use, because you're going to use this email in 4th and 5th grade, and then you're going to use it in middle school and in high school. And hey, I don't know if grown-ups want us to let you in on this, but us grown-ups, this is one of those you use a lot as a grown-up too. If you're in almost any business, this is like the main way people communicate within a business these days. So it's a good habit to get into, to check it regularly, to make sure when you are creating those emails, make sure you're using good subjects, make sure that you, as best you can, write and complete sentences, communicate clearly, and this can be a great tool. Final thing is, you have any questions, you can contact me, Mr. Willis, willis.walker@gcmsk12.org. Like I showed you there, you just start typing in Willis, my name's going to pop up, and I will absolutely help you every step of the way. Enjoy.